So apparently there is news about Donald Trump saying that he's going to be invading Nigeria to save the Christians that are being persecuted by, I guess, the Fulani herdsman. If y'all don't know, the insecurity in Nigeria has gotten significantly out of hand. I have been talking about this for such a long time. It's not just me, a lot of people who keep it real about the real situation in Nigeria as opposed to pretending that Nigeria is Wakanda. We've been talking about this insecurity for such a long time that Nigeria is not a safe place, even though a lot of biscuit heads try to drag me on this app, we thank God. So apparently there's news that Donald Trump is planning to invade Nigeria to help save the Christians. Now, I have not read the comments. I don't need to bother reading comments, but knowing how quite daft a lot of my people are, I'm pretty sure a lot of these so-called Christians are rejoicing that once again, their white Lord and personal Savior is going to Nigeria to save them from the shackles of hellfire. We thank God. I also want to use this opportunity to remind a lot of these biscuit heads that Donald Trump is not a Christian. If he cares so much about Christianity, he too would be Christian. But somehow, a man who is not Christian cares so much about your black ass that he's going to spend so much of his taxpayers' money, of his country people, to come to your country to save your ass. And I know some of you people don't mind because anything from a white man, we thank God. I also did notice something he added on that tweet, that Nigeria is a disgraced country, something along that line. Yes, this is very true. Nigeria is a disgraced country. I've been talking about this for such a long time, even though a lot of Nigerians think I'm too harsh. Y'all dragged the shit out of me on this app. Y'all done dragged me all the way to Jamaica and to the moon and beyond, chair. And like I've mentioned so many times, you should be glad I, a Nigerian, is talking about the disgraced state of Nigeria and not a foreigner, not a powerful rich white man like Donald Trump. Because him using those lingos on an international platform is his attempt to justify whatever games he wants to play in Nigeria. And you're sitting there smiling and rejoicing like Ikwi because he's a white man, your white lord and personal savior. We thank God. Some of my people are so fucking backward, it's so sad that a white man can literally march you to your doom and you gladly take it because it's the will of God. After all, we are going to heaven to meet white Jesus, where there are white angels and everything is white and snow. We thank God. Let me remind you that this is exactly how the war in Iraq started. The wars in Afghanistan started. Everywhere that the United States government has had their influence in, it was supposed to be a get in, get out. It was supposed to be, let's go and save those poor people who don't have anything. Let's give them a voice. It was supposed to be get in and get out. And now look at the current state of Iraq, Afghanistan, and every other country that American troops or American military has been involved in that is about to be fucking Nigeria. Yeah, I think you're suffering right now. Hey, Jesus. I done told y'all we need to start being honest about the current state of our country, but you people don't want to hear. Y'all want to keep lying and pretending that Nigeria is Wakanda. If Nigeria is Wakanda, what the fuck are you doing in the West? Looking for visa to Jabba by fire by force. Why not go back to your village and harvest vibranium? All of you people want to travel to Nigeria for dirty December and shit cuckoo. Act like y'all don't made it in the West, even though what you are is a literal taxpayer. We're so filled with ego, pride, and arrogance that you want to shame your brother. You want to show your brothers that you are better than them. That's why you are spraying money. That's why you are doing all this serere, all this shakara, even though you're supposed to be your brother's keeper as a true Christian. A lot of shit that you spent when you go to Nigeria, including your fucking plane ticket, is on credit, meaning that when you get back to Obodo Yibo, you have to work your black ass off in order to pay it back. If you do not stand for anything, you will fall for everything. Nigeria has natural resources, oil, manpower. There's so much resources in Nigeria that you people are so daft, you don't know what to do with it. Oyibo is coming to help you and teach you, and you're letting him in. The same Oyibo that enslaved your ancestors so gave you their white Jesus, told you that your African spirituality is demonic, took your resources to their country to build their heaven on earth. We thank God. After all, it's the will of God. We thank God. Ndara.